First off, let's see how we can switch off the burp in case you should ever be performing for royalty at the opera or at snooty West Coast jazz clubs. There's a very easy way to switch off your burp, and that is with the mute button right here. This is how you also silence your ringer in case you are in one of those places. This button at this point also is our burp muter. What it does is the iBeer will still bubble and most of the other noises, but it will not burp at the end. So just flick that switch, no more burp. Also, always make sure that you're involving the audience member in your effect. That way they're going to focus a lot harder on what's about to happen, and they're not going to miss it because there's so many other things going on around them. But also gives them the feeling of being involved. And for that we've developed the big red button, which can be a voice recognition device, a credit card reader. It can read IDs, barcodes, and so on and so forth. Let me show you the secret to that red button. Let's start up iBeer right here. Here is your red button. Now, as you might think, only if you press the button, the iBeer will start. Well, that is not quite the case. Actually, when you release your finger, the button starts. Now, there is one more level to that. It doesn't have to be the button. It's actually the whole screen which is the button. Okay? So anywhere you press and release, iBeer gets activated. Now what this does is it gives you entire control over when iBeer starts. You can have people perform all sorts of crazy stunts or read credit cards and what have you by controlling when this button starts. Now let me show you how you could do this. Just by naturally holding the iPhone the way you always do, your thumb can actually touch the screen right here. Now at this point, the screen, the button is blocked. So you could do all that you want, nothing is going to happen. You can have somebody read their thumb there, nothing will happen. It'll only happen once you actually lift your finger from the screen. So now that we're getting closer, let's do a few examples here. Why don't we pretend we're buying a beer with a credit card? There you go. Happen to have a credit card right here. So all we do is we put the thumb on the actual screen, block the whole thing, take the credit card and just slide it by the side. There you go. And as you saw, at this point I lifted my finger and the iBeer got triggered. This one uses a little bit more dexterity. Don't drop your iPhone with this. There is a simpler way for the credit card effect as well. You can just do this. So again, your thumb is on here, and in goes the credit card, pull it out, lift your finger, and the iBeer starts. Now additionally, of course, the iBeer, and for that you might want to read the instructions because there's so much stuff you could do. The iBeer can read barcode, supposedly. So up comes your button, again, on goes your finger, and all you do is supposedly scan the barcode. Okay, well I guess you're old enough to drink. Personally, I really like the fake voice activation. There's just nothing funnier than people yelling beer at a cell phone. I think that's quite humorous. So we'll work with that. One more detail in regards to where to put your finger and how to lift it. You might have seen me do this motion in the video tutorial just to illustrate what's going on. But basically what you want to do is you want to move your finger towards the audience, not at this angle. Just lift it from the screen just a little bit. Also, if the button appears, you can already have your finger right on there. It's not going to change anything. So put it there. Just say beer into the big red microphone. Well, for all we know, this could be a microphone or a camera or a temperature measuring device. There's tons of potential in what to do with that button, and I'd be really excited to hear from you. Whether you're going to use it for a thermometer or a breathalyzer or have people bend over backwards. Put it on video and let me know so I can feature you on hotrix.com and hotrixdownload.com. As always, if you have any questions or any improvement suggestions, we're here for you. Drop us an email at help@hotrixdownload.com. We return every call and we reply to every email. Cheers.